Angeles,
Hi.
Other action figures each sold separately. From
Record her.
Jenny, get the door. It must be Cousin Willie. Okay. Hi. What's up?
Ah, there we go. Something chill to watch. The following video is rated R and is intended for an adult audience. So if you're under 18, take a fucking hike, eh? As this video may contain adult themes and situations, strong language and opinions, good and bad advice, cannabis cultivation and consumption. So as long as you're a responsible adult, kick back, spark one up, and enjoy the show.
And
Queen works.
I guess when I pressed the button, it didn't actually turn on. Hi, everybody. Can of Beard, technical difficulties here. How you doing? How you doing today? There we go. There we go. Tuck in the frickin' microphone. And we're live. Believe it or not, we're live. Okay, so I opened up the computer earlier as I tried to get everything set up ahead of time. I looked. There was no notifications about an update. The second I go live, everything's all ready to go. I hit live, it fails. I hit live again, it fails. I look in the tray, there's a new icon that's blinking that says Windows Update. I'm like, oh my freaking god. So I update the dang computer, and we're back. I wish it had done that when I first opened it up and tested it, but laptops, what are you gonna do, right? Hi everybody, welcome to Friday Night Gardening. I made it, yay! And to answer your question, no, this is not live on Twitch. This is only a YouTube show. I only do the Sunday session multicast on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Twitch is generally reserved for kind of gaming and maybe some live squishing and maybe a little bit of live gardening here and there, but it's generally a bit more gaming focused, whereas YouTube is a little more cannabis focused. Yeah, like that. Although I do lots of cannabis on my gaming channel. Anyway, man, holy smokes. You see what's going on back here? Wow, 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 wow. Smash that like button, they say. I agree. Hit that like button if you do like these kinds of shows. If you really like them, subscribe. Make sure you double check on that bell for notifications, because I do things like this, live streams mostly. So you're going to want to get notified if you want to join on the live streams. So, what's the topic for today? Today I am talking about how I am stretching the living crap out of this last water reserve. Basically, here's where are they? Oh, I set it all up behind me. That's right, I was smart. I try to do things ahead of time sometimes. I am out of these two right here, King Cola and Honeycomb. I'm out. They're empty. So, if you look at the feeding chart here for Emerald Harvest, if you look at the chart, the last there's a flush period for a final flush where it says to only use part A and B. Good, because that's all I've got left. So, is what I've been doing here in the reservoir. It's about 20 gallons of water at a standard. That's about where I keep it at. It's actually a little bit low right now. I could probably go fill at least another 4 gallons more in there, and it'd probably bring it up to that. It's probably about 16 or 17 gallons if I had to guess right now. Anyway, I've been topping it off to account for evaporation and consumption of these big jungle ladies here behind me. The very last little bit of like a flush, it recommends to run nothing but trace bits of A and B. So I don't want to cut them off just yet. Oh, crap, I got to go get my microscope thing. We're going to check these things here up close in a moment. And I left my microscope plugged in upstairs. I'm charging it. The thing's battery isn't lasting as good. It's a couple of years old now, and it was some of their first models, but the battery is not lasting as long as it used to. It also helps when you remember to turn it off. Yeah, here. So to start it off with, I'll give you a little close up here, like this, of some cannabis. Looking up there, and we're gonna thank MARSHYDRO, as that's that beautiful light that's glowing above there. That is an Fc8000 smart light. This thing's app controlled. It is sexy, sexy, sexy. It is turned down to the lowest on the volume mode right now so that I can film without getting too much bleed out. It is hard to film with this thing because it is one powerful light, let me tell you. But if you want to get awesome lights and fans and all the gear that I use like this, you can too, and you can even save a couple of bucks. Use my name as a code right here, and you'll save a couple bucks on your next MARSHYDRO order. Thank you very much, MARSHYDRO. So, just observe. Give me like 30 seconds or less. I need to grab that microscope from upstairs. See, I wasn't completely prepared. Mostly. Hi, Canna. How's it going, kitty cat? Okay. So, as I was saying, I'm going to stretch this water out just a little bit longer, kind of depending on how these look. If these are all cloudy, and I even smell the frickin' hint of some amber anywhere in here, we're going to start the flushing technique at the end of the week. If I don't see a lot of cloudy, if it's still a fair amount of clear trichomes and cloudy trichomes, I'm going to try to push this water vat for at least another half a week or so before I start doing that. I'm going to try to push it a little bit further, maybe even a week. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it over the course of the next every so many days, every 2 or 3 days. I'll come in here and have a good peekaboo and see how she's doing. But let's get on in here for some close-ups, man. Is it time for these beautiful close-ups or what? So this right here, this front row is Mephisto's Alien versus Triangle. Yeah, weird looking genetic. It's given me a couple of different phenotypes here. We got short and fuzzy with this bit of leaf curl thing happening right here. Then we got tall, skinny, lanky that was a runt that didn't look very good, but honestly is looking pretty good about now if you're asking me. We finally got some of that nutrient burn. I think I might have pushed it, sorry, tip burn, little tips there, those little white tips, white tan tips or whatever. I finally got that, pushing it at about 1100, 1200 ppm. Not that I was trying for it, but that seems to be approximately the these genetics' sort of limit. That's where they're just showing that. From my understanding, that little tiny bit of tip burn is just sort of a sign of maybe just a smidge too much nutrients. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. They got just that littlest bit that just popped up in the last week or so here. But only on some of them. This back plant is just going absolutely bonkers. So, as some of you might have noticed, I've actually pulled this whole section out. This used to be like right in here like this. And I really did some slow pulling. I've got it tied down to an empty bucket back there, and it's tied this way here. So all of this back here is one plant. There is a huge plant back there. You can kind of see that this here and this is the same plant right here, and then all the rest of that is this, and then this plant here is I've been pulling it this way here. These tops here belong to this plant, and there's another one buried in back there. There was a bunch of tops, like these little ones right here. These two were inside all of this mess. There was just so much, and if I could get back there, if I could somehow snake back in there and tie it back further towards the wall in that direction, I would, but I just can't get back there. I'm not a little snake, and it's pretty tight quarters in here. It's just I can't do it. I can't be done. And today, earlier, I did a little bit more tightening of the branches here, sort of spreading it open a little bit more here. I'm going to give you a nice sort of top-down overview here. And then in the back row, we've got Super Lemon Haze. Looking frickin' honkin' chunky. That's what that monster over there, too, is. So you can kind of see maybe a bit better of an angle of what's happening there. It's overtaking this whole garden, man. This back one in here is just exploding and pushing these out of the way. If I had the ability to get in here and lengthen this here to separate this, I would do that, but I've already sort of pushed everything and wiggled everything as much as I possibly can. So now it's all up to scrogging and trying to tighten it up a little bit, man. Polar caps, thanks, Can of Beard. Got my package from Hygrozyme. The giveaway you had, very excited. Awesome. Yeah, for those that don't know, I did a Hygrozyme giveaway thing here. Where's some lighting? There we go. This brand right here. This is what I've been using to keep my water from going gross. This keeps your water from the bacteria, the breakdowns and stuff going too much. Oh, we got a canna. Hey, buddy. Hi, kitty. Come on in here. Hey, Canna. Come say hi. Ooh. Meow. Come say hi. Hello. Hey, buddy. He's kind of weirded out because I kind of tend to throw him out of here because he eats my plants, eh? So I try to give him leaves every once in a while, but he wants... All the cats want to come in here and see what's going on. They're just so mesmerized by the grow room. I don't know why. The more I kick them out, the more they want to be in here. So I mean, they're not really doing any harm. But if you watch him, if you let him unattended, he will eat bottom leaves, won't you, Canna, you little turkey? Sometimes I give him leaves so he'll take one and go away, but he's got leaves in the hallway already. He's just snooping around because I let him. He's inspecting it. What do you think, Canna? Look good? How's it look? Is it good? Come here, buddy. All right, let's get you out of here. Yeah. Anyway, I'm flabbergasted at this system here, the Aircube system. I cannot thank them enough for sending me this package, man. I'm in absolute love. There is links below with a discount code and stuff like that, all that goodies for information if you want to look into this process. This is a COCO mix with perlite. That's it, COCO and perlite. 2 parts COCO, 1 part perlite. And then it's got this big water reservoir over here, a 25-gallon tub. And I got it plumbed into the brain, and then it does the system. And oh my God, for my first time ever using this system, I am calling that a win. I mean, I've never used this system before. I've barely touched hydroponics before, and I'm getting results. I couldn't be much happier, you know. I mean, it's not the perfectest grow. I'm running out of room, probably is the biggest problem. That back stuff's getting way too close to the light, and I can't change that. I can't up that light at the back anymore, because as you can see, my things are at the maxed. I can sort of wire them directly up, but that would only get me about 1 inch. That's not going to do much. So I've just been kind of turning the light down a little bit, but whew, man, just so friggin' over the moon with this grow. This grow is going to set me up for a long time. on harvest day when it comes, we'll do some sort of a, I don't know, I'll do some sort of a personal contest. I'll do some stickers or something stupid like that, something fun. Maybe a little bonus depending where you end up living, whoever the winner is. But I'll do some sort of a contest at who guesses the closest to the actual weight. We'll do some sort of a weight contest, a weight guess, and at the end of harvest here, and then after, it'll probably take about 2 weeks to get a full dry, because it's about 10 days, 14, 2 weeks, close enough, something like that. And I'll give you a full tally, and we'll do something fun like that with this, because I don't even have a clue what I'm gonna get. I mean, we're gonna get a couple ounces per plant. That's for sure. But that back thing, man, and I'm gonna do a total. So we'll do a total once it all comes out, and we'll do a thing. We'll give it a good look at it as I harvest it or whatever, and we'll give you a specific episode to do the guessing on and all that jazz. And that sounds like a fun little game. Little something fun to do. Guess the weight. Now it's time to have a dab. Oh, I gotta duck under this frickin' weird thing. Let's call in the bee. It's dab time, motherfucking dab time, time to take a fucking dab break. I'll tell you something else. It is humid in this room right now because I got the dehumidifier turned off at the moment. But whew, man, does it skyrocket like a son of a bitch when you turn that shit off. It these plants are transpiring. They're sweating to the oldies, I tell you. CBD cheese, by the way. I grew this last grow in here. Oh yeah, yum 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 yum. There we go. Dab on the counter. So that's what's sort of been going on. I've been stretching everything, making sure I've got, here, I'll point this out a little closer too. I've got fans everywhere in here. I've got a crazy amount of fans going on. I've got the dehumidifier sitting right here, blowing the air right down this back wall, kind of pointed on a bit of an angle so that the air kind of goes around and circulates like that. So it's pumping dry, warm air that way. This thing here is doing the little oscillation back there, making sure it's getting good and behind this freaking monster back here, and, you know, blowing on everybody over here. I got one down here, blowing on the underskirt, going back and forth. One of these little Vornado buggers here. I've had for years these little things. I use them every once in a while, and they go back and forth like this. And I got another one of them up here that goes back and forth, blowing along these tops and kind of hitting up the power supply. That's the power supply for this frickin' Tonkin light. And I got it sitting right there. During the winter, it's got a nice vent that blows cool air right past it. And during the summer, I turn that one on, and that one kind of just goes back and forth and keeps it cool just because it's blowing on it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and then technically 4 points of airflow movement going on here. And the humidity is low, the temperature's not too high. We're doing pretty good. We're maintaining around a 55 humidity in here at most, for the most sake. It gets a little higher at times, but it is, you know, it fluctuates. It keeps it pretty close to that at any rate. When it's on, but it's off right now, and it is only 62%, says my monitoring system right now. 62%. That's a little higher than I would like it as an average. I would like it below, you know, high 80s at worst. But, or sorry, high 50s, pardon me. So it's not bad right now, but it feels fucking warm in here. Because it's warm in my basement, maybe. I don't know. One of my new VivoSun fans stopped working, has stopped oscillating already. That's because VivoSun sucks. VivoSun fans are the first fans that sucked. They were the first oscillating fans, and they sucked. They were terrible. They actually set one dude's tent on fire. There was a big frickin' sort of cover up with that, but yeah, they set some dude's house on fire. Just a little bit. They put it out pretty quick, but it caught on fire, man. Like, and they were stopping left and right. I have bought many of those VivoSun white cage with the blue, white fan, blue fan. I've got about four different iterations of VivoSun fans over the years. VivoSun has hooked me up many a times with products over the years. Some of their products are good. I would personally stay away from pretty much all of their electronics. Their tents are fine. Some of their plastic frickin' containery things and stuff like that, all fine, no problem. I actually recommend their tents a lot. But honestly, Mars is a better frickin' brand, and it's like the same price. The quality is superior when you look them side by side, and it's basically the same price. So you do what you want, but my honest to God vote is for Mars when it boils down to it. And half because they sponsor me, but half because I've been using them for so friggin' long, and I just know it is a better quality for sure. This is definitely better than a VivoSun tent. Definitely. Yeah, I don't know what else to say today, folks. That's it. I guess we could have one more dab on the way out just for fun, but that's about all I got. Oh, no. I'm stoned and I fucking forgot. We got to look at the microscope. Microscope. Whoo, doggy. I knew there was something I was forgetting and I was just being dumb about. Right on. I remembered. Man. Smoke enough weed, I tell you. You forget everything. Anyway, here, let's take a look at this. Let's turn this thing on. Okay, so let's look at this. We're not going to be able to look at everything, but I wanted to get in here and have a peekaboo up close. So let's do that, right? Let's see here. That looks not bad right there. I think I'll turn it a little bit. Like that. Yeah? So I see a lot of clear and a lot of cloudy right there. I hope that's fairly clear up from what I'm looking at. Okay. Let's just grab another side bud here like this. Just do the same thing. Ooh, beautiful hairs. Not what I'm looking for though. Right in there. So that's a lot of clear. A lot. So this has got time. This one here is definitely, oh my God. Very sticky. I hardly touched it and it is just sticky. Okay, so let's take a look at this thing right here, man. There's this freaking big old lady just sitting right here. So let's just squish in. See it was a lot of cloudy, but there we go. Lots of clear, fair amount of cloudy, but I would say almost so far it's been looking more clear than cloudy. I wouldn't say it's been a majority of cloud yet. Okay, now we might have to look up at this one here a little bit and just sort of grab something in the middle here a bit. There we go. Oh, lots of clear on that one too. So that's the whole front row. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to get my camera back there, but I can get this back here. You might be able to see it. I don't know. I can see it, and I'll tell you what I see. I see close-up weed. I see, kind of looks cloudy, but it's hard to tell. Oh, there we go. I see some right there. Mixed cloudy and so everything is early still. We're not there yet. Okay, so we don't have. So when I do a flush, I've been told to do about a week's flush. So about a week's worth of nothing but just trace amounts of that water, and it'll just flush out everything that's in it over the course of that week. Maybe at least half a week, probably a full week is probably best. We're not even there yet. we need to push this a little further. I might have to dig deep into some of my nutrient boxes and do a little mixed nutrient regiment and give it a good top up of some other stuff, some other brand. I've got some Green Planet stuff around here somewhere. So, and that's like bottled stuff. But that was literally the last of my Emerald Harvest nutrients. I do not have anything other than A and B left right now. And I can only push this water reserve so far. We're going to get, we could probably get one more week out of it, but I don't know. You tell me in the frickin' comments and the live in there. You think we could get 3 weeks out of the water reserve if I take good care of it and be adding them beneficial enzymes so that it doesn't grow frickin' funk. It won't grow no root rot frickin' bacteriums in there because that good stuff's in there, and that's kind of what it does. But yeah, it'll be 2 weeks on Sunday. That's the thing. So I kind of want to. I was every week. I probably shouldn't have done that every week. I think I wasted a bit of nutrients. However, I did want to use up all of what I have, but I think we're going to need at least one more full week with some nutrients. So I'm going to have to go digging and see what I can pull out of my garage. Oh well, not a big deal. That's not necessarily a bad thing. And I just realized how astronomically high up that thing was there. There we go. There, something like that. Nope. There we go. Okay, now we'll have that dab. Now that I remembered what we were supposed to do is check out the magnifier. I love that magnifier, by the way. Years and years and years ago, the company approached me and asked me if I wanted to. And I almost said no, or I almost just didn't reply. Again, one of those scenarios where I just sort of, wasn't super interested. But then I thought, you know what? That seems like a kind of a cool thing. It seems pretty useful to check it out. So I told them that I would only do it if they let me give... I said I would only do a video about it if you give me 2 for a giveaway. And this was 3 or something years ago. I can't remember. But yeah, we gave 2 of them away on the channel. And I still use mine and love it. Links are below. Just below the main description, there's a link. There's a little link package to Amazon to those units right there. The newer ones come with a stand, so don't freak out if it looks a little bit different. It attaches to a stand so that you can use it as a stand. It's the same price, but they've added a stand on the new ones. The old models are really expensive for right now for some reason. Without the stand, they're like twice the price. With the stand, they're like cheap, so whatever. Links are below. Bit of a low temp dab. I got a fan blowing right at me here because it's freaking a bit warm in here, and I think it cooled down my blaster a little faster than it should have. Anyway, folks, that's about all I got for tonight. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, double check that bell for notifications because I do live streams all the time, and that's how you get notified. Sorry to keep repeating myself, but I gotta say all that stuff all the time. Joshua J. Holy crap! There's my very first donator right there, folks. I never forget a Joshua J. Holy crap, that's an oldie. I'm just logging off, my friend. Well, I hope to catch you again real soon. Come follow me on Twitch and say hi sometime. I Twitch a lot. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Much love. Cheers.